Oh, good evening, campers. How is everybody doing? It's Monday's bank holiday here in the UK, and yes, we're doing a live stream. And I don't know how many people are going to turn up, but we'll worry about that later. Oh, well, there's already people in the chat, which is good. So, welcome everybody to our Monday night live stream. We are here now for the long haul. I can't think of any reason particularly that comes to mind. Maybe I'll take next bank holiday weekend off. But yeah, in general, we're here for a little while now, every Monday, 8 o'clock, talking about running shoes, talking about coaching questions. If you've got any help with and advice with like your training, whatever it is. Yeah, but as I said, running shoes in general seems to be the flavor of the month. Thank you, Gary. So yeah, we'll continue to talk about them. So if you got a question about some running shoes or whatever, think of me as that young boy in that local running store that you want to go in and go, you know what, mate? I need a pair of shoes for this. What's the best one? And I'll help you with that because I'm that kind of guy, people. Thank you very much to everybody who's listened to this as a podcast. We do record this as a podcast also, and it goes out because I appreciate a lot. Many of you can come and join it live because you've got other things to do. But no, I do appreciate everybody listens to this as a podcast, and of course, as I said, everybody does listen to this live and gets involved in the comment section. If you are joining us tonight, please get involved in the comment section tonight. I want to hear from you. I want to know what you're up to, especially now sort of marathon season's over. So let me know in the comments what's going on with you and what questions you've got, shoe releases and all that sort of stuff. Thanks to everybody who watched our sort of best of running shoes video. I put that together and that came out. So thank you everybody who's been watching that and all the comments and stuff. Thanks very much, actually, everybody who watched the London Marathon video. I really do appreciate that. And for those who've taken the time to watch our Saucony Paramount Max review and our London Marathon podcast roundup that I did with Hayden as well. This week we still got some videos that I sort of recorded pre-London. So this week we've got the On Light Spray Cloud Monster 3 Hyper. That's coming out. I've got another video, a stability shoe that I may put back because I'll probably at the end of the week put some thoughts together on the Endorphin Elite 3 for you guys as well. So I'll put that actually. Has everybody seen it? Do you want to see the Endorphin Elite 3? Let me know in the comments before I get it. But yeah, so I'll probably park the stability shoe video and put that out later. Been working on the sort of structure around the next series of Chasing Dreams. If you don't know what I'm talking about, my London Marathon sort of training was documented in a series on the channel. It was called Chasing Dreams, and thanks to everybody who watched that and liked that and shared that and all that sort of stuff. So yes, I've been putting the bones. So just to give you a bit of an insight, maybe it's interesting, maybe it's not, but these things I tend not to wing them anymore based on the learning I did from the last series. So I try and put a structure around the series up to Amsterdam. The weeks where I think I can create a video that's interesting, create a video that's going to add some value to you guys. It also brings you along for the journey, but also takes you into some of the stuff that I'm doing. So I've worked that out, and now I've got 8 episodes that will be coming for Chasing Dreams Series 2. And now we sort of build out that. So what does each episode look like? The first episode, I can tell you already, is going to be basically to let you know what I get up to from London until sort of after Hackney, that sort of stuff. So the first, let's say 3 or 4 weeks after London, will be in the sort of first episode before we get into the nitty gritty. So that's kind of where that's going. So Chasing Dreams, just so you think about that. But again, thanks to everybody. Just say that for joining me live on a bank holiday Monday. I appreciate you all joining us. Get your questions and get your comments. It doesn't have to be about running shoes. It can be coaching questions. It can be anything really, YouTube stuff, and yeah, all that sort of stuff. Just let me know, and I'll work my way through them tonight, and we'll answer them. So just see somebody say, yeah, show me the. So if you missed it, I said I've got I'm going to do an Endorphin Elite 3 video later in the week. Here it is, look. I can't. I like that. I'm holding it up. If you're listening to this podcast, so I like the look of it. I do like the look of it. Already been out in them, but we'll put something. So we'll run in these this week. We've got some other shoes in as well. But I'll put a sort of first impression because the plan is to run these because I like to. If you're new to the channel, I like to review the racing shoes after I've done a race in them. I think that's kind of adding some value. So yeah, so that's the Endorphin Elite. I would say it's wider. If you look here under that section there and there, it's a bit wider, but it's the same foam, still the Incredible Run foam. If you've not seen the Paramount Max video, go and check that out. I like that shoe. I think that's going to take my the place of my Vomero Plus in the rotation. That's what I'm thinking about for that shoe. Okay, should we just get into it? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, there's loads of you here. Great, love it. So evening, just say evening. Okay. Straight in, Jonathan Langdon, best running car on shoes for race days in a wide fitting. I think he's asking best running shoes for race days in a wide fitting. We've done this before. It was the New Balance SC Elite version 5 was still available on the New Balance website in a wide fitting. I'm just going on there now, see if it's still on there. Not sure whether it's still available. Oh, blimey, that's a bright screen. Wide. Let's have a look. Men's running, Super Comp 5. Currently not available in wide. It was, as I said on the video I did or said, when they come in, you need to grab them in the wide. Oh, no, they are here. Yeah, they've got the wide. Here we go. Copy. This is the great thing about doing this as a live stream. Who was asking? Let me do that. NB wide. There we go. Check that out after the live stream. Don't leave me. So there we go. Adding value everywhere I go. Okay, let's keep going on. Gary, what are your thoughts on the super shoe that broke the 2 hour? Well, actually, Gary, it was the man who broke the 2 hour, not the shoe. We spoke about it briefly on the podcast that I did with Hayden. That's a good podcast. Check that out. But I mean, a couple of takeaways from that. Firstly, I think it's epic. I just love the fact of the shoes are getting a lot of respect for that run. It is the runner more than the shoe, but the shoe obviously would have helped a little bit. I find it hysterical that the people are reviewing the shoe because it's not designed for like mere mortals to do stuff in. It's a proper out and out racing shoe. So I love the fact that people are reviewing it and trying to give insight into that when it's 450 quid. I mean, who's got 450 quid to spend on a pair of shoes and do all that sort of stuff? It's just hilarious. And they're in limited stock anyway. You know, they have to put them out for World Athletics. So I think that's brilliant. And it's most of the people who got gifted the shoe as well. So, I mean, who's going to spend 450 quid a shoe? But in general, I think the tech's amazing. I love the fact that you know, they've gone that far with it. And I just think to go under 2 hours, it was the first thing Ben said to me when I finished. I just think it's brilliant. That now this sort of stuff possible. It's just amazing. I think again, it puts running in a positive light. Anything that brings eyes onto the sport's good, right? And anything that brings eyes onto the running shoes is good. You know, somebody who appreciates running shoes and technology that goes into them. So, yeah, I think it's great. I do. I think it also again, it brought London. You know, I'm wearing my London top hat, pure chance, but brings London again into the conversation, which I think is awesome. Okay. First run, post London done. This is from Mark. Can I ask a question about ND? Oh, neurodiversity. Okay. I'm old ADHD, whatever it is, and easy and 3 out of 10 are so vague. How do you overcome this? I've got no idea what that means. And easy and 3 out of 10. What was that? 3 out of 10 on the spectrum. Yeah. Let me know what that is. I don't know what that is. If Mark's asked, if anybody didn't know, I'm neurodivergent as well, but I'm not 100% sure, Mark, what the question is. I'm not understanding what that is there. So you'll just have to come back and explain, and I'll definitely answer the question. But like a good neurodiverse question, we like them. We can help people, and we will. Simon, hi Chris. Did Shakespeare Marathon just over a week ago, and the Great Birmingham Run yesterday managed a 3-minute PB. Simon, what shoes were you in? What shoes were you in? That's all we want to know. We want to know what shoes you're in. Let us know. But well done. Okay, this is Samsung Lover. How does the Zen 2 compare to the Super Blast 2? Totally different shoes. Zen 2 is a daily trainer. Super Blast 2 is a marathon training long run machine. It's a lot firmer. Super Blast 2, it's a shoe that you need to lean on to get good pace, but it's a very, very, very capable shoe. But the Zen 2 is a softer, not as soft as the previous version, but it's a very versatile shoe and absolutely brilliant as a daily trainer. It really is. They're sort of two slightly different shoes, I would say. The Zen 2 is more comparable to the Nova Blast, to be honest with you. And Nova Blast 6 is coming, by the way. So, yeah, I would. That's probably a better comparison out of the two. Okay, right. A user, something. Thanks, guys, for joining me. I really do appreciate it. So it's bank holiday in the UK. So get your questions in, running shoe related, coaching, neurodiverse questions, whatever, and I'll answer them. Okay, we usually wear Hoka Arahis. Okay, are these suitable to run Brighton Marathon next year, or would you recommend something else? I really like the Arahi 8. I think it's a great shoe from Hoka. It really surprised me actually how good a shoe that was. I personally would recommend a shoe that's coming on the channel in a couple of weeks. That's the video that I've put back. If you missed the first part of the show tonight, we've got a couple of videos that I've recorded sort of pre-London. And one of them is my sort of stability shoe that just caught me off guard. I saw something and tested it out. And yeah, so maybe wait for that. I do like the Nike Structure Plus. Big fan of that, actually. Big fan. And I probably prefer those over the Arahi, but they're not as strong in terms of stability as the Arahi. But yeah, have a look at the video that's coming out in a couple of weeks. I think you'll dig it. Another reason to subscribe. You're welcome. Okay. Dennis, my Super Blast 2s are pinching in the toe box. Could you recommend a wider shoe for my marathon block long runs? It's not got the magic of the Super Blast 2, but I really like the Paramount Max. Really like these. As I said, they're taking the place of my Vomero Pluses because my Vomero Pluses are absolutely stunning. So they're taking the place. They're heavy shoe, which I don't mind. But the Vomero Plus probably good shout. Probably worth having a look at. Okay, that's that. James, hi Chris. Congratulations on London time. It was hot. Yeah, it was really hot. I was hoping for 4 hours, but decided to slap. Sensible. I got 4:13 and a 1 hour 26 PB from when I ran it last year, 27 years ago. Not bad. That's really good. Yeah, it was. London was a hot day. Don't underestimate that heat. It was a hot day. A lot hotter than I was expecting, to be honest with you. So well done for finishing, and well done actually for being smart and easing off. Sometimes we try and push and things like that, and if it's not there, it's not there. So yeah, well done, mate. What are you signing up for next? Hadsby, congrats on the London PB. Thank you. I took your advice, kicked the Maranoia and ran it safe. Good. My first marathon 3:52. There you go. All the London MB shoes now reduced loads. Yeah, I saw that actually. I was doing a video about super shoes. I think you guys will like it. And the London colorway was like 165 quid, which is bargain, really. So that's well worth picking up. Well worth picking up. Richard, hi Chris. I picked up a cheap pair of Neo Zen 2. Yeah, they're on sale. You can get them cheap at the moment. What an amazing shoe. One of the best I've bought. Thanks for the video on it. Yeah, as I said, I did that video the weekend about best running shoes of 2026. If you've not seen it, go and check it out. Neo Zen 2's in there. I don't really know why it works for me. It's just got the right blend in the foam, not overly soft, but not too firm, stable. And I'm not usually one for one-piece uppers either. I really like it. It just as a daily trainer, it's just a good versatile shoe that works for me. And I think that's the thing at the end of the day is finding something that works for you. It really is. This is an interesting question. Saw your video yesterday. Great, thank you. Why didn't you race London at DV8 Nitro Elite Fours? I said it. I think I don't know. If I said it in there, but go and watch my sort of race day picks video. I did. I spoke about it, and then I'm a funny old thing, and I like certain shoes for certain things, but also I lack confidence when it comes to the marathon. And I didn't want to go down a road that was too aggressive. Now that may have been a mistake, that may not have been, but I picked the safer option. I didn't want to have to worry about it. And that's probably the honest way of saying it. In retrospect, would I have worn them? No, because London was too busy to run a time for me in the wave I was in. I wasn't in the wrong wave like 90% of the people in front of me. It was hot as well, so it wasn't really, a day to absolutely go nuts. So I was very happy with the pick in the end. But yeah, it comes purely down to confidence for me. I'm very much a confidence runner. That's the honest answer. Darren, evening, Chris. I finally had my gate done, and you'll be pleased to hear that I'm not in Hoka. Well, that's a surprise. I'm currently wearing Saucony Hurricane 25. Is there a racing shoe you'd recommend? Darren, I think you're going to love the video I've got coming out about the Saucony shoe in a few weeks. And it's not the Elite 3, but I've got a shoe for you. You'll like it. By the way, I've got the Hurricane, the new one. It's got a new foam in it. Hi, FORDY. No matter how slow I run, I seem to be getting lower body niggles as a heavy runner. I do strength training once a week and stretch. Any tips? Also looking forward to this. Yeah, I think you're probably not running as slow as you think. You're probably not as consistent as you think, and you're probably doing the wrong stuff in terms of strength training. Once a week, it's all right. It's better than nothing, but you really need to be in there twice a week working on, legs and upper as well. It's hard to do that in one session a week. You need to be doing cross training, all that sort of stuff. Yeah. If you need help coaching, drop me a line, hello@fordyruns.com, and we can help you with all that sort of stuff. Samsung Lover, I've heard mixed reviews on the Zen. Yeah, I think, to be honest with you, Samsung Lover, there's mixed reviews on all shoes, right? Some of it's because people want views and they turn around and say the total opposite to be controversial. And sometimes shoes are just mixed because the great thing is everybody's different, right? And that's the thing. I think you've got to look for runners that are similar to you, maybe that are on YouTube. I've always used the point. There's no point me looking for a shoe that Ben Parks likes, and I love Ben Parks to death. But there's no point me picking a shoe that Ben Parks likes or Ben Felton likes because they are an hour quicker than me in the marathon, right? So what's the point? Do you know what I mean? It's totally irrelevant what they're liking, because they're a totally different runner to me. So yeah, find someone who's same sort of times as you, maybe doing the same amount of distance or whatever, or they're in the same part of their running journey. So many people on YouTube or written reviews. Don't forget we do written reviews as well on fordyruns.com. There's a sports shoes code on there. But yeah, there's that kind of stuff. So have a look at all the reviews. But mixed reviews is not a bad thing. Actually, I think it's good to have mixed reviews because then you can have a look at the runner, and have a little bit more. Are they only doing 5 miles in it and then putting out a review on Strava and saying that's a review? Because then that's going to be, worth nothing, isn't it? So, but that's the thing, isn't it? But it's a good thing to have mixed reviews because then you get a different opinion. You can check out the runner and see what they like. Okay, we've done this one. Has been enjoyed Chasing Dreams Series 1 and your follow-up with Hayden about the busy hot race. Looking forward to. Yeah, thanks, Hads. As I said, season 2 is in planning. It takes a little bit more than you think of now, actually, to try and get the right blend. But yeah, I'm working hard on it. Okay. By the way, I went to the cinema today because today's the last day of being unhealthy. And I had the biggest box of popcorn you've ever seen. I smashed a lot, but regretting it. Tomorrow, back on it. Gavin, my guy, this guy, this guy. If you ever want to know about my coaching, this guy's a great example. Gavin, I hope you don't mind. Came to me, niggles, inconsistency, struggling with injuries, never got near his potential. Despite the heat and the tough conditions, ran a 30-minute PB in London in the marathon. Yeah. So if you ever wonder about getting coaching with me, Gavin's a good person to reference. Okay, JJ. Thanks for the best. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Tim did Southampton marathon. Very proud of the effort, although I wish I could have coped better with a typical slump at 35k. Got back around 37k. Want to run this week in my heart, but yeah, don't run this week. And that slump at 35k is probably down to your strength training. But yeah, sensible. Don't run for a week minimum. Listen to your body. Yeah, if you can still feel it in your legs, just walk it out of your legs. Okay, you can do like swimming and stuff like that, and other sorts of cross training, but be careful. Hello, 40. It's Andrew. Got my half marathon PB yesterday in Southampton. Met a few 40s at the event. Yeah, there was a few down there, which was good. If you've not joined the club, join the club. It's free, but it's also you can become an affiliated member. You get your 15% off the sports shoes. And by the way, guys, if you want like something to do and you want a training plan and you don't want to like commit to like runner or anything like that, we've got training plans. We've rejigged them all. They're like a fiver on the website. There's a free 6-week builder on there as well. So just head over there. They're there to just if you want to try and get fast at the 5k, 10k over the next few weeks, and you don't want to commit to that direct debit, just go check them out. They're a fiver on fordyruns.com. Well done, Andrew, by the way, on the PB. Anders, did you take beta fuel at London? If you did, how do they? Riga Marathon in 13 days, and they give me the runner's cyst gels during the race. Yes, I did use them. If anybody didn't follow the Chasing Dream series, I changed my fuel in this training block from Kendall over to Sports and Science beta fuel because they've got basically more grams of carbohydrate in them. Yeah. So I have a long day, but I've also changed, and when I've not changed it for this, I didn't do it for London. I've also got their caffeine gels in, but I didn't put them into London. I'm going to be trying them for Amsterdam. That's one of the things. Again, we're going to be talking about fueling in the Chasing Dream Series 2. I told you, long day. And we'll be going through that. So that's again. But yes, I did use them. I thought they were great. They worked. But I used them in training. So as I said in the videos, I switched them out. That's nothing against Kendall, by the way. That's purely because they didn't have a gel that's got enough in it versus what the sports sites. But they do have one coming. So that's what I'm waiting for. Best shoe under 100 quid. Oh, there's loads. Where do you start? Oh, there's so many. I'll be honest with you, there's so many same stuff. But I did a really cool video about race day shoes. Along similar lines. Wait for that one. You'll like that one. First run today in the Endorphin Azura. Seems a great little shoe. Checked yours and Ben Park's review beforehand. 112 quid at John Lewis. Great shoe. Great price, that 112 quid. Yeah, Paige's got a pair of them. Paige is going to be rocking them out. I like them. It's not something I did like a long run in it. I put the video on the channel, but it's not something I would go particularly long in. Getting good daily training. I prefer the Neo Zen 2, if I'm honest. It's just that blend softer for me. But it is a good shoe. What are your thoughts on Eilish and her bleeding toe in the Tokyo Ray? I love Eilish. Absolutely love her. She's a really nice girl. Always been very kind to me. I think she's an absolute hero to the pain she must have gone through to run the time she did. Unbelievable. If those shoes weren't white, you wouldn't have known. So absolute cracking runner she is. I really like Eilish. She's just a really decent person. Tom, great work in London. Chris, inspiring stuff. Thank you. Getting myself back in shape to run the South End half. I shall see you there. Anybody's not on that, I'm going to be down in the South End half. I've got Hackney half coming up, and I've got then the South End half. He's getting himself in shape, so that's good. I shall see you there, Tom. Make sure you come to the pink picnic that we have after that. Any update on the Adidas Pro 5? No, but I have asked about it actually. Um, hang on. Okay, hang on. Yeah, it's a shoe that's sort of been teased, but it hasn't. So yeah, yeah, I'll give you an update hopefully next week. It's probably a better way of doing that. Let's do that. Thanks for all you do for the running community. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Good evening from Stuttgart. I have a half marathon on the May the 17th, my first one in 10 years. Wow. Next week is my taper week. Any advice on taking it easy that week? Yeah, I wouldn't ease up too much. I made a mistake in my taper, but yeah, wouldn't ease up too much. Listen to your body. Front end of the week, maybe turn your legs over a little bit. That, keep you a little bit sharper for the half marathon, I would say. I should have said, this is Andrew. I should have said 1 hour 41 in the Adidas. Yeah, we know you got your private strung freeze. Okay. Socket Endorphin Elite 3. Is this a good race day shoe for a sub 4 hour marathon? I will tell you in a couple of weeks. As I said, I've got the, if you missed the first part of the video, podcast, got the Elite 3 here. Been out in them once, pre-London. But I'm going to put a video out, sort of first thoughts at the end of the week. And then more importantly than anything else, I like to race in the shoes on this channel if I can, and then put video out. So I've got a couple of half marathons coming up. I'll do a half marathon in them, and then we'll put the video out. So if you can wait a little bit, I'd appreciate it. So try not to rush those out on the race day shoes, really, because it's just not much value, I don't think, unless there's a race in them. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think that. Okay, I'll come on to that. Here we go. I got my PB in the Adidas Pro 4. Absolutely awesome shoes. I also love the 2 hour barrier was broke. Yeah, Americans must be spitting. Yeah, Pro 4 is good. I saw them for £110 in an outlet store. Pro 4, exactly the shoe I wore in Chicago. £110. Look at this, Natalie. I've got my Manchester PB in the Zura. There you go. It's a good shout. What's the situation with the wear and tear of the Super Blast 3s, FORDY? They're upstairs. That's annoying. I could have shown you. Got plenty of mileage on them. I can't remember, but I was wearing them probably too much towards the end of London training, because I say being a daily trainer for me, really, because I'm lucky enough to have to pay for them. Off the top of my head, it's been okay, but I've be honest, I've not really looked. But if you remind me before next week show, I'll bring them down and I'll show you. I say they're upstairs. If you only to wear one brand of shoes ever again, which brand would you choose? Tough choice, but Asics would be for me. I'd probably go Asics. I'll be honest, I'd probably go Asics. I think Asics or Puma. Puma's a good shout. I think Puma's got the strongest lineup at the moment, but Asics historically have done better. So I know, hedge my bets, I'll go Asics, but I think Puma's got the strongest lineup sitting here today. I think Asics would be the one for me because in general, their shoes work for me. Yeah. What do you think about Adidas shares jumping 7% after the London Marathon? Seems a bit much considering the shoe will only have a limited availability. Not financial advice. Yeah, as I said, Steve, it just makes me laugh that people are reviewing the shoe. It's like, it's just nuts. Yeah. It's in terms of PR and marketing, it was the greatest thing to ever happen. But these guys are smart, right? They know what they're doing. So fair play to Adidas, and rightfully so. The amount of exposure they got from that, brilliant. They've invested a lot of money in that. A lot of people, spent time and effort. All the marketing people, and all that sort of stuff. So fair play to them. Celebrate the wins. So yeah, why not? Hi, Chris. I'm thinking about buying the Nike Vomero Plus. I have wide feet. Yeah, you can get the Vomero Plus in a wide fit. And a client of mine's just got them, and he's enjoying them. So yes, I would strongly recommend them. Actually, okay. Yes, Tom. May the fourth be with you. Uh, okay. Sorry to confuse you. When my plan says easy or 3 out of 10 in terms of effort. Okay, now I'm with you. I struggle to understand how that feels. Do you have any tricks to attach to a neurogen? I got you. Right. Okay. Now that makes sense. So my plan says easy or 3 out of 10 in terms of perceived effort, relative perceived effort. I struggle to understand how that feels. Do you have any tricks to attach to a neurodivergent sense of feeling? I don't think it makes any difference if you're neurodivergent or not. In terms of the feelings, I need data and parameters. Yeah, I get that, but as someone who is like that, um, running to feel is a beautiful thing. I appreciate you need certain bits of data and structure, but at the same time, running to feel is actually quite a freeing experience, and it will allow you to step out of that and almost like bit strong, but like almost unmask while you're running. It's quite a nice thing to be able to run without the constraints of that. In particularly when you're in a state of overwhelm, it's nice just to go out and run to feel. I particularly enjoy that. That's where I find myself that my brain is more able to settle down instead of when I'm like running to certain like constraints and things like that. When I'm able just to run to feel, yeah, it's almost like I'm masking to a degree. Okay. I don't often join you on a Monday evening, 40, but love your work. Keep up the brilliant work. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Thanks so much. Yes, I'm surprised how many people are here on Bank Holiday Monday. So thanks very much. Genuinely appreciate it. Yes, Ben Parks is a really good player. Yeah, I really like Ben. Really like him a lot. What is your thought about having to have to provide proof that you can run a time for a pen placement for races? It would make it much easier to run your time, in my opinion. Yeah, I think that's a good shout. As I said, it's not an excuse. I'm not looking to put blame, but I was surprised at the at the waves in London. Yeah, um, I tried to go to a pace at 20 and was coming up a lot of people that were struggling. Rightly so. It's a hot day, right? But I just feel like there was people in that point in the course who must have started earlier than me. That really, if they were running those sort of times, again, everyone has a bad day, things go wrong. It was hot and everything like that. But I'm unsure how they got there. I think an element of it is the fact that everyone's trying to rub sub 3 without any training or knowing what they're doing. So I think there's an element of that. So yeah, I do agree with you to a certain point. It would be helpful for big races in particular, majors, things like that, that people do provide evidence. Yeah. Thanks, Rob. Okay, what shoes would you recommend for me? I've just run London in Sockety Ride 15 with an insole. I love them, but they are so old I can't get them anymore. Please help. Have a look at the Sockety Ride, the latest Sockety Rides. It's an approved shoe, so have a look at that. Yeah, defo. Ain't broke. Don't try and fix it, right? John, got another 2 and Snowdon marathons to go. Oh, blimey. It's a lot. What is the best race day shoe that you can use for comfort, both training as well for someone with calf issues? I don't know what calf issues. If you mean calf issues, I would sort the calves issues out before you start worrying about shoes. Is the best thing to do there. Go and see the physio. Get some strength working on your calves and the rest of your legs. Okay, surprise. First time running around. Okay, good. Hi, Fordy. A little bit off topic, but have you plans to compete in another triathlon? I have a few sprint ones this year and looking forward to using my. I don't have any plans to do another triathlon. It was a traumatizing experience. I'm glad I did it, and that's probably me. I'm a one and done. I think I battled the demons. I got over the stuff that I wanted to get over to get that done. I've done it. Got out of my comfort zone, which was a big thing for me. We spoke a little bit about neurodivergency on here tonight. It's a big thing for me. But yeah, I've got no real plans to do that. To be honest with you, I'm quite focused. Not quite focused. I'm really focused in on moving the needle in terms of my marathon time still, and that's what we're sort of focusing on, and we'll be charting on the documenting on Chasing Dream Series 2. What are your thoughts on drinking beer, wine, or alcohol on the same day after doing a marathon distance? You can do whatever you like. It's up to you. Crack on. Gavin's here. Thank you, Gavin. It's giving me an A plus as a coach. Thank you, Gavin. Is there a new Metaspeed Edge? Yes, there is. There is. Prototypes have been worn by the elites in terms of the new ASICS racing shoes. Evening 40, I'm looking to get some new trainers. I can't decide whether to go for the New Balance SCV5, Puma Deviate Nitro Elite 4, or Adidas Pro 4, which I've had before. If you've had the Adidas, then go for them. Out of those three, the quickest I would say out of those shoes for me, feeling, because they're lightest, is the Puma. But I've just run the London in the V5, so depends what you're aiming for. If it's a faster race, I'd go with the Puma. If it's, what you've done before, then go with the Pro 4. Okay, what's this? Any thoughts on doing some of the challenge adventure videos? Again, very entertaining. However, Iceland with Bryce was great to see as you did a down week. Thanks, Hadsby. Yeah, never say never. The boys are busy. That's the thing, to be honest with you. The boys are busy. I ran with Speedgoat before London, but the guys are just super busy. Simon's actually training for a half Ironman at the moment. He's doing a half Ironman in Germany. So yeah, it's like anything, isn't it? Just busy. We'd love to be able to do some stuff, but it's it's just getting it all together. Is there any ASICS or New Balance alternative to the Arahis? The New Balance have got the Vongo, and ASICS have got the Kayano, but I'd stay away from that if I was you. Thanks, Chris, for answering my question. Over here, there no why fit in the Vimeo Plus. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that sorts that out. Cape Town Marathon soon. Yeah, love to do that. Thoughts on ultra running in general? Not for me, but I respect everybody who does it. And is High Rocks overhyped? Yeah, but again, it's another outlet, isn't it? It's something for people to do. I think it's great. Anything to get people doing stuff, I think it's great. Have you heard anything about Nova Blast 6? I have. When is it releasing? Soon. I saw a leak of the Sonic Blast 2 as well. The Sonic Blast 2 was a flop. We called that here on the channel. If you go back, we did this at the start of the year. We did an ASIC special. And I basically told you when all the shoes were releasing. That's on the channel. We did a live stream about that. But yeah, the New Blast 6 is soon. And Sonic Blast 2. I go through the updates on that podcast. I can't remember exactly what they are, but I did go through them exactly what they are. I had the spec sheets and stuff. And we did that. I think we've done it, haven't we? Wow, what a show. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you joining me, as always. It doesn't make the show isn't what it is without you guys. So, honestly, I really appreciate it more than you know. Like I said, we've got the light spray video coming this week. I'll get the Elite 3 first impressions done and dusted for you. Not sure what's on the podcast this week, to be honest with you. I can't remember, but it'll be a good one. But yeah, I think that's it. I'll be back next Monday, 8 o'clock. Don't forget to tune in live, get your questions, whatever it is. Make sure you come and join me on a Monday. Say it works because you're here. But other than that, I shall see you guys next week.